A Kenwood TS-850 without audio. Do you want to know what's going on here? Just watch the video. Hi and welcome to TRX Bench. On the bench today a TS-850, so let's see what's going on. Okay, we have a Kenwood TS-850S here on the bench, and also we have a signal here on our S meter. We do not hear anything in the speaker, so well, this could nearly be anywhere in the radio, so therefore let's crack open our radio and let's see if we can get a first impression what's might going on here. Okay, so first, yeah, so radio is completely silent, and what we know that we have very often here a problem with our external speaker jack. So this speaker jacks like to go faulty over the years. So yeah, the first I want to make sure is that there is nothing wrong here with our jack here. So therefore we really start at the end of the chain, and the end of the chain here is our AF amplifier, and this here is our AF amplifier, and yeah, radio is running, and I feel that this AF amplifier, this IC, is warm. It is not hot, but I can feel that it has temperature. I mean, there is no audio, so I believe that means that is not heavy duty for this IC, and therefore let's check first if this IC here is working. Therefore, a first look here onto our schematic, and here right in the middle here is our AFPA. So let me zoom in a little bit. Yeah, that is our AFPA, and what we can check first if our supply voltages are there. And I'm still feeding a signal here into the radio. Radio is set to FM, and I'm sending 1 kilohertz audio tone. So therefore what we can do first, we check here our voltage, and second at pin 4 there is a voltage as well, so that is normally half of our supply voltage, so that is roughly half, 6.17. so these are the both voltage we can check first, and if this both voltages are fine, we go and check if we have a signal at our output at pin 4. Okay, so let's see if we can get both here into our field of view. Yeah, looks like okay. So pin 5 is here, and we have 12.7, and the schematic is telling us 13.17, so that is very close. I wouldn't complain. So at the output we should have half the supply voltage, more or less. In the schematic it is mentioned it is 6.17. So let's test on pin 4, which is here, and okay, once again, and it is, yeah, 5.9, so close enough. Nothing to complain. So that looks on the first glance that our audio amplifier seems to be healthy. The next what we can do, I just monitor pin 4 with the scope, and yeah, let me see. Now I think I have to put the camera to the scope. Okay, so let me go to pin 4, which is the output of our audio amplifier, and let's see what we pick there. I have to be very carefully not to make a short here. So here we are, and look, that looks really nice. So you can see up there the frequency, and you can read down here the RMS voltage, which is approximately 900 millivolt. Let me check if we can change here our audio volume level. So I'm turning here the knob at the front panel, so that is volume control, and you see that it's working just fine. So that means that our audio output is working, and as this is a signal which is coming from my HF generator, and it is completely converted here in the radio down to audio frequency. That means that most likely the radio itself is working, and that means we really have obviously a problem here with our I guess it is really something with our external audio plug, so that is what we need to check. Paul, for you just recently asked me that you have never seen me working with a signal tracer or signal injector, and yeah, that is the reason. I mean, of course I could put here a signal tracer to this point and I would hear this 1 kilohertz tone, but I like to use this scope, because now I know that we really have a clean and nice sign, and what we know as well is that it is exactly 1 kilohertz what we would expect, and we know that we have a strong enough audio output. So therefore that is a reason why I prefer a scope for works like this. Now I really have all informations I need to judge how I go ahead. Okay, so next is yeah, let me go back here to the PCB. Okay, so next is I need to take the board off, and I have to check the wiring from our output pin to our speaker jack here on the back panel, and see if there is maybe an interruption somewhere. And yeah, there is no other way than to take out here our IF board and check if we can see something here directly on the bottom of this PCB. So therefore, as always, I have to take out all the screws here, and then I can hopefully easily lift it out. Okay, so the board is out, and well, now we can flip it over, and we find here, let me see, that we have not too much reflections here. Let me see how to arrange it here. Maybe that way. Okay, so you see down here this yeah, more dark area, so that is where our audio amplifier is, so that is from the heat over the years, so that is no problem. And this here are the connectors for our external speaker, so that is a speaker jack. And you might know that if there is no speaker plugged to this connector, then there is an internal little mechanical switch which has to go, which needs finally to short it, that the signal can go to the internal speaker. And therefore, if we go now here over this both, so this is ground, that is relatively easy to see. So that is our big traces here, so that is ground, and we can see, so that is definitely ground. Here we normally have a screw, so that is fine. So that means here this both needs to be shorted without an external speaker in, and it is. So it looks not like we have here a problem with this switch or with this external speaker jack, but anyways, let me plug in. You need to see that you can see what I'm doing here. So external speaker plug, and I plug it in. Now this connection here needs to be open, and it is, so you do not hear the beep any longer. And when I now pull it, you directly hear, so that is the internal little mechanical switch inside our speaker plug. So that is working, and even when I wiggle here a little bit, it seems to be fine. And I do not have here open solder joints, which is sometimes the case as well. So no, that's not what it is. All is fine. Okay, I leave it in, and now the next is to find our way here to our speaker. And yeah, let me show you. When I measure here from here to there, then I should be able to measure my speaker. So I have it connected here to my SSB monitor. So it goes in here to this speaker, and when I test it here, as I have done it here before, and of course it is on beeper, but anyways, you can hear, you can see our resistor, and it is 9.3 ohm. So that is indeed the speaker inside of my lab monitor. And when I switch it here to dummy, I believe there is an 8 ohm inside. So let me see. Yeah, so you can see that it is definitely 8 ohm. So that is a dummy resistor which we are measuring right now. So that means normally we should have audio with this plug here connected to our board, but we experienced that there was nothing. So therefore I believe there must be an interruption from our AF audio amplifier to here our external audio connector. And we know that pin 4 is our output, so that is this pin here. And yeah, now we need to have a look on our board layout, and I'm looking here from the foil side, and now we need to identify where our capacitor is, because we cannot directly test through, as there is electrolytic capacitor in the audio path. So yeah, let's have a look here on our schematic once again. Alright, here's our schematic once again. Let me zoom it in. So pin 4 is output, and here is a electrolytic capacitor, which I meant. So we cannot directly test through to our plug. So we need to get here behind our electrolytic capacitor, and from there we should be able to test our 8 ohm from our dummy resistor, what we have seen before. So therefore let us have a look on our PCB plan to identify where this C100, what is it, 87, yeah, it is really a bad copy, but yeah, finally we are happy that we have anything. So alright, let's identify this cap, and then let's go ahead. Okay, so that is here the PCB board, and here is our amplifier IC. Let me see if I can zoom it in a bit more. Yeah, so here is pin 4. I know it is really a bad copy, but so what can we do? And what we see here so far, this is our C187, so that is the electrolytic capacitor, and we should be able to test from here to our plug. So we should test our 8 ohm when we go here onto this point, and we have here our L37, and that is then it must be directly connected to our 8 ohm to our 8 ohm dummy load. Okay, so let's go to the board and let's take these measurements. Okay, so here we are. That means this is pin 4. Oh my goodness, I always say it wrong. So this is pin 4, and this here is our electrolytic capacitor. So this is here directly from pin 4, and we should be able to test from our negative pin of our electrolytic capacitor directly here to our plug ground. So that is what we're gonna do right now, and let's see if we can read our 8 ohm. Okay, so we can see both, and my minus pin is directly to ground. And now when I go and probe here at our plug, you see on my meter the 8.2 ohm. So that is what we should be able to read here from our electrolytic capacitor. Let me see, I can do it a bit more. Yeah, so you can read it. You can still read it. Okay, very nice. Okay, so let's check it here. Ooh, what is that? 2.6 mega ohm. Well, that is not good. And we have seen that directly from here we should see our L37, which is this both pins here. So that means, let me check from here, 1.8 mega ohm. Alright, and now the other side, 8.4 ohm. So what is that? Do we have here an interruption? 1.8 meg. So here is something wrong. So that is obviously our L37. So let me flip the board over and let's see what's going on here. Okay, so board is flipped over for your orientation. Here's again our audio amplifier. Here is our C187, and now our L37 needs to be down there somewhere. Oh my goodness. Alright. So I zoom in. Here's our L37, 1 microhenry, completely toasted. Yeah, that is the reason. Again, when I go to this point, I believe it is this point. Yeah, so okay. 8.5 ohm. Okay, so that is on the right side. Now I go onto the left side, which is the connection directly at our C187, and again mega ohm. Yeah, you see it charging a little bit. That is a capacitor which is in between. Anyways, this inductor is definitely open, and it is toasted. You can see it. The question is, why is it toasted? Maybe that the old man had maybe an external speaker and shorted something. I don't know. I mean, this can only happen if there is a short somewhere in the line, and I mean, I do not see a short here, so maybe the internal speaker, so that should be something we should check. Maybe that something is wrong with the internal speaker, but we can be sure that here is no short, because if there would be a short which would be able to burn this coil, then we wouldn't see our 8 ohm, which we have here on the meter. So if there would be a short, then it really would be 0 or something like that. So where is the short that made this coil roasted? I don't know. And here it is. So let's see that I find a replacement for our 1 microhenry inductor, and then let's put it back in and see if we then maybe find or see somewhere a short. Okay, new 1 microhenry coil is in, and yeah, you can barely see it down here, so everything is fine. So our generator is still here connected to the board, and I have here our external speaker connected to the radio. So let me plug back here our power supply so that the radio fires up, and let's hear what's going on. Ah, wow! Here we are. That's it. Our receiver is definitely back. Great. Okay, so let's check the speaker here. If there is maybe a problem, but I don't believe it. No, 7.4 ohm, so that is just fine, and I cannot see that here is something would could cause a short. So no, that is not the point. Okay, down here is our little connector for the internal speaker. So for the moment in time I have the external speaker still plugged, and I just want to see what's going on here. So first of all, this left to ground, that is fine because that is the ground wire, and now the other one, and no, the other one doesn't have any short to ground. So let me unplug the external speaker. So external speaker is out, so here's my plug, and now once again both together. No problem. Check. No, that is fine. Once again check it to ground. No, that is fine as well. So no, I cannot see a short here in the radio, so that is a little bit weird, but anyway, so let me try if I can get my internal speaker here from the side. You see that you better see what I'm doing. So now I try to connect it here. Oops, come on. That is always fun to do it through the camera. Let me test. Okay, so our speaker is in, and let's plug back here our power supply and let's switch on the radio. No, everything is fine, no problem whatsoever, so definitely no short. Well, the only thing I really could imagine that the old man just plugged, maybe, I don't know, an external speaker which was shorted somehow, so that could be one reason, or maybe over the years that it cooked over the years. So that is the only 2 points I could imagine, but as you see, it is really working fine. Sorry. No problems, and therefore nothing else I can do. So that means I just put here our housing back to the top, and that's it. So I'm really at the end of this video. Radio is back working, and yeah, the only thing I can say, thanks for watching. If you like it, please give me a big thumb up, and catch you next time. Bye!